My name is Meirav Leshem Gonen, and I'm the mother of Romi Gonen, a 23-year-old woman who was hunted by Hamas terrorists on October 7, 2023. Trying to escape from the murderers' hands, she was shot while driving in a car with 3 other young people. As the only survivor, she was brutally dragged by her long, beautiful hair from the car along the road. I was a witness to this reality while speaking with her on the phone, hearing her helplessness and frustration without being able to help my baby. When women's bodies are used as political tools, when their dignity is set aside because they are not on the right side, it is a badge of shame for us all. Since October 7th, the world has been confronted with the grim reality of the sexual violence that occurred on the day of the attack and during captivity. However, despite horrifying testimonies of survivors, a comprehensive report by Special Representative of the Secretary General on Sexual Violence in Conflict, Mrs. Pamela Patten, and charges of sexual violence and rape in international tribunals, the report of the COI has failed to properly address these accounts. Mr. President, the recent report from the COI trivialized the severity of sexual violence experienced by women in captivity by reducing their suffering to mere parading of women as trophies. This oversimplification and dismissive attitude are not only deeply insensitive but also indicative of a broader problem: the unwillingness to confront uncomfortable truth and the shocking decision to look away and not reach out to help the helpless ones. Released hostages such as Amit Sosana, Agam Goldstein Almog, and Aviva Sigal have courageously shared their first-hand experiences. Their testimonies should have been met with serious investigation and validation. Instead, their stories have been overlooked by the report. The international community must not allow political consideration to override our core human values. Energy and resources should be directed towards securing the release of the hostages and the rehabilitation of the victims. We owe all hostages still held by Hamas terrorists in Gaza to do all in our power to release them immediately. I owe it to Romi, and so does the international community. Mr. President, Romi has a father, 2 sisters and 2 brothers who have dedicated their entire lives in the last 257 days to her release. This is true for all 120 hostages who are still being held hostage by Hamas in Gaza, without any adequate information about the conditions, health and status. I stand before you today also as the representative of the family members who are also suffering. Their health is deteriorating and their pain should be acknowledged as well. The enforced disappearance of the hostages by Hamas constitute cruel and inhuman treatment, both to the hostages and to their family members. This reality was completely overlooked by the Commission of Inquiry. I remember my conversation and text messages with Romi during that horrific day. I knew she was hunted by terrorists who were shooting at them. Romi was trying to hide behind bushes and shushed me so they will not hear me, as she wrote. I remember the last call from Romi on that fateful morning. She was terrified, and I felt utterly helpless as I listened to her suffering. 23-year-old girls should not be taken hostage. No one should. Mr. President, we should be on the same side, the side fighting hostage-taking, never accepting the use of young women as tools for trade. I hope my Romi still believes in the free world, still believes in us, and still believes that together we will end the nightmare she is in. I believe that we can do more for them. We can do better for them. The hostages need us. The world needs them. Please help me hug my daughter again.